Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. Vernon County residents organized a ride through the countryside today, all to benefit a good cause. It was the annual Tractor Ride for Cancer in Chaseburg. For $20, participants could enjoy a wagon ride or drive their own tractor or UTV. All the proceeds this year will go to the Cancer Action Network. An event organizer says it's especially important to help fund research this year following federal cuts.
With all the bad news coming out of Washington, we're hoping to go to Washington and hoping that we can at least stay on a level playing field with them this year. We would love to see more dollars going into cancer research, but we're going to be there fighting for everything we can get.
This was the 15th year of the tractor pull. For anyone wanting to donate to the cause, you can reach out to Linda on Facebook. Railroad enthusiasts had their fill of fun at Copeland Park. Today was the 33rd annual La Crosse Rail Fair. The event celebrates railroad history and model railroading. One of the fair's organizers explains the historic impact of La Crosse's railroads.
Railroads were a big part of La Crosse at one time. As a matter of fact, the railroad industry was at one time La Crosse's largest employer, and at least two of La Crosse's former mayors were employed in the railroad industry.
More than 250 tables and displays were at the rail fair. The event doubles as a fundraiser for the La Crosse Short Line Railroad Heritage Museum. A protest in La Crosse today honored the life of a civil rights icon. Today, Coulee Region residents gathered for a Good Trouble Lives On rally. Good Trouble was coined by late Congressman John Lewis. The phrase calls on people to take peaceful action against injustice. Today's demonstrators protested the Trump administration's immigration and deportation policies.
We all deserve better than this, and we can make a better world than this, but we have to do it collectively, together, and listen to one another.
Next Saturday, the group behind today's rally will be partnering with a local food pantry for a food and clothing drive. That will also take place at the intersection of Losey Boulevard and State Road in La Crosse. Flags are at half-staff in Wisconsin today in honor of a Middleton couple. Wisconsin State Patrol Bureau Director David Pabst and his wife Terry were allegedly killed by their son earlier this month. Director Pabst served in the Wisconsin State Patrol for more than 38 years. Terry worked as a special education teacher at a Madison elementary school. Services are being held today in Middleton for the couple.
Well, after our tad bit cooler end to the week, we have a pretty nice start to the weekend out there. It was a little bit warmer this morning, but since then we've stayed fairly mild, pretty close to average for now as well. La Crosse sitting at around 85, a couple higher deck clouds out there, but still plenty of sunshine poking through. In Eau Claire, we're sitting at 79. A boundary just passed through a stationary front, so it's been staying a tad bit cooler further north, but still overall a very nice day out there with a couple clouds, still plenty of sunshine. Light winds around 10 miles an hour out of the northwest as well. We had some light rain and thunderstorms passing through areas just east of the Mississippi earlier this afternoon. They've since, though, moved on out, and that is that stationary front that brought somewhat cooler conditions in. We're going to continue to see this system move out tonight, and then we have a very mild day on the way for tomorrow. So we can see the differences in those temperatures because of that boundary. Most of the area getting into the low 80s, but folks further north and west a little bit cooler for the most part, staying in the 70s for the rest of the evening. We have very mild conditions finishing today out, and then another very comfortable day for tomorrow, even a tad bit cooler than we were today. But we have much warmer weather coming ahead, especially as we look towards the middle part of the week where we could be getting back into the 90s. So I'll have all the details.
Don't like to hear that at all. All right, thanks, Nicole. President Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal for what he says is a false story linking him with Jeffrey Epstein. This comes as the public calls for the White House to be more forthcoming about information related to Epstein. CBS News' Willie James Inman has the latest.
In a post on Truth Social, President Trump took aim at Rupert Murdoch and the Wall Street Journal, writing, "We have just filed a powerhouse lawsuit against everyone involved in publishing the false, malicious, defamatory fake news article." Trump is suing Murdoch and the Journal for tens of billions of dollars. Dow Jones and Company, the publisher of the Wall Street Journal, said in a statement they have full confidence in the accuracy of their reporting. The suit comes in response to a story the Journal published on Thursday containing alleged details of a risque birthday letter the president allegedly sent to Jeffrey Epstein in the early 2000s. The paper claims the note was signed by Trump and includes a sketch of a nude woman. The article alleges Trump's note said, "We have certain things in common." The note ends with, "May every day be another wonderful secret." The president insists he never wrote the note. Backlash within the MAGA movement has grown over the handling of the Epstein case, with many demanding more information.
I call it the Epstein hoax.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are calling for more transparency as well.
I think there should be a full disclosure of the materials on Epstein. Statements by the Attorney General that she had all the issues and reviews on her desk for her to take a look at were kind of a promise to the American people that something was coming, and nothing has come out of it.
In response to the outcry, the president urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to file a motion for the unsealing of grand jury testimony related to Epstein's child sex trafficking charges in New York. It could take months for the judge to decide whether to unseal the documents. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
The cost of building electric vehicles in the U.S. could be going way up. The Commerce Department is placing a 93.5% tariff on Chinese graphite. That's an item needed for building EVs. This decision was applauded by U.S. graphite producers who claim Chinese producers have dominated the market and have prevented American companies from becoming established. Analysts say this move will escalate the trade-related tensions between the U.S. and China. In addition to the tariff, the Trump administration is also cutting federal support from EVs and is focused on recalling federal government loans that back the construction of EV factories and battery plants. Still to come, thousands of cases of deodorant are recalled. Plus, major toy companies preview what will soon be the most in-demand toys of the year.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
Cordell's Automotive wants to thank you for voting us Best of La Crosse County for another year. With 7 locations, Cordell's is even easier to find near you. As a family-owned business, we truly get what it takes to care for your vehicle so that you and your loved ones can be safe and protected. We're honored to be your first choice in auto repair, mechanic, tire shop, and oil changes. Schedule an appointment and let us help you know you're safe.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
We see you out there making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like these special buy men's Skechers, just $29.99 while supplies last. Save $5 on Blaine's brand original cat food, $24.99. And assorted Taste of the Wild dog food, $3 off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
More than 67,000 cases of Power Stick deodorants are being pulled off the shelves across the country. A Food and Drug Administration report says the manufacturer, AP Duville, made the voluntary recall on July 10th. The company says the product did not meet quality and safety standards, but did not name the specific issue. According to the recall, the Power Stick deodorants were sold nationwide, including retailers such as Walmart and Amazon. They include the roll-ons that are branded for Her, Invisible, and Original. No word of any injuries resulting from using the deodorants. The FDA recommends discarding recalled products or returning them to the retailer where the products were purchased. While it's still months away, toy companies are gearing up for the holiday season. And this week, companies gave a sneak peek on what will soon hit store shelves.
We're at Chelsea Piers today at Pier 60 at the Toy Insiders Sweet Sweet event. This is the premier toy and play preview party. I like to think about this as Christmas in July. Sweet Sweet welcomes more than 65 different toy brands, and they are here showing off hundreds of the hottest holiday toys.
Everyone loves their Tamagotchi. We've been around for almost 30 years. We're just introducing a new Tamagotchi called Tamagotchi Paradise.
We've just launched DJ Furby. DJ Furby is kind of the newest evolution of the Furby brand.
Here at the LEGO Group, we basically have what we believe is a set for every age and passion point. Everything from our Duplo sets, which starts with ages 1.5 up, all the way to our 18+ sets for more of the adult audience. We really do have a little bit of something for everyone here.
So we partnered with Mattel. We agreed with them to do some licensing work in 2023, and we're starting to see the fruits of that with Play-Doh Barbie, which is a new line of figures we can do. We've got tons of activity tables here for kids to interact with.
So I came up with the idea for Wiglets when I was in college. I was studying mechanical engineering. I decided to take a leap of faith, leave school, go all in on this, and it's been a great success.
Magna-Tals is amazing. We are on our 28th year, and it was invented by a teacher, so you're getting perfect STEM, creativity, building all the things that you need in a toy, in a fun form.
We have Star Wars Power Crystal Lightsaber, Baby Alive, Bubbly Tea Party. We have Nanimals, which just launched recently. We have Beyblade Drop Attack Battle Set.
All of these toys are going to be hitting Toy Stores this holiday season, basically telling people to budget in an additional 10 to 30% when you're shopping for toys this year. Sweet Sweet is genuinely like sensory overload. This is all about play, really reconnecting with your inner child, and it's just a lot of fun.
Still ahead, a new study on the effectiveness of flu vaccines, how the flu shot protects even those who opt out of getting the vaccine after the break.
And we have a couple of very comfortable days ahead of us, but as we look towards the middle part of the week, much warmer July-like temperatures return, and so does that humidity. We'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
Home-cooked meals, compassionate care, and a community that really knows you. At Benedictine in La Crosse, it's not just assisted living. It's supported senior apartments with more heart and a lot more flavor. Schedule your personalized tour today.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
During the Chevy 4th of July sales event, well-qualified buyers get 0% APR plus $1,000 cash allowance. That's over $7,000 total value on this Silverado plus $4,500 total cash allowance for current Chevy owners.
It's the summer of savings at Hy-Vee, your backyard barbecue headquarters. Save this Friday through Sunday. Get the lowest price of the year on chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. Pork shoulder roast, just $1.88 a pound. Watermelon, $3.99. Blueberries, $2.48. 24 packs of water, just $1.99. Save on Hy-Vee chips, Hy-Vee dip, Coke, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
At Ultra Federal Credit Union, we have a fair number of employees that travel quite a bit. Our employees' time is probably our most valuable asset at the credit union. Respecting their time is important, so convenience, getting in and out, ease of travel is probably our #1 priority, followed by the economics of it. We look at the La Crosse Regional Airport as being very convenient. You do not have the mileage expense, the parking expense, the additional hotel expense, the overnight travel, so that's why we consider coming out of here.
Pay no interest until 2030 or get 10% off sale prices. The 51st anniversary sale at Home Furniture.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Home-cooked meals, compassionate care, and a community that really knows you. At Benedictine in La Crosse, it's not just assisted living. It's supported senior apartments with more heart and a lot more flavor. Schedule your personalized tour today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new study shows the annual flu vaccine is highly effective at reducing flu outbreaks. The research published in JAMA showed the flu shot not only helps reduce flu transmission among the vaccinated, but reduces cases among the unvaccinated as well, because less people are spreading the disease. However, when flu transmission levels are high, the unvaccinated aren't as well protected. A warning from doctors about medical tourism for weight loss surgery. A study published in BMJ Global Health says despite the rise in popularity of weight loss drugs, more Americans are traveling abroad for cheap bariatric and weight reduction surgery. The industry is largely unregulated, which doctors say increases the risks for complications and even death. Popular weight loss drugs are changing how people date. A survey by Indiana University found among men and women who take GLP-1 injections, 14% say they're getting more matches on dating apps, and 16% say exes and former partners reached out to reconnect. 13% said they felt more confident posting photos of themselves online. Well, overall, we've had a pretty comfortable day here in the Coulee region, and it's something to take advantage of now because we could have some big changes coming in a few days. Let's send it over to Nicole for our forecast.
I was really taking in the last few days. The weather was gorgeous out there. Much of the area actually stayed below that 80-degree mark for the last few days. We felt a little bit warmer this morning, but for the most part today has been fairly mild, pretty close to average for some of us as far as the middle of July goes. And we're going to continue to see very mild conditions to finish out the weekend as well and to start this upcoming week off. But after that, we have a pretty big change in store as far as temperatures go. So definitely take it in now. We do have a slight chance for some of us to feel a couple sprinkles as we go throughout tomorrow morning. We can see a pretty robust system is going to be trending through Iowa tomorrow morning, very early in the morning hours. We can see around 3 a.m. and we could see some isolated sprinkles making their way up into mainly northeastern Iowa and maybe southern Wisconsin. We're talking more Crawford and Richland counties. Otherwise, everybody else is looking to stay dry for the most part. And again, even if these showers do make it that far north, it's going to be very early on in the morning. We're already looking dry sometime around 6 a.m. and then we'll see that cloud coverage start to dwindle as well. And we'll have a mostly sunny afternoon for much of the area as we go throughout the second half of tomorrow. The morning lows actually staying fairly mild. Most of the area near average in the mid 60s, 64 for your low in La Crosse. A bit cooler for areas further north, actually staying in the 50s again, 56 for your morning low in Eau Claire. Tomorrow's highs, though, looking very nice. A tad bit cooler for some of us today. For the most part, many of us are going to be close to that 80-degree line, 81 for your high in La Crosse, 79 in Eau Claire. Overall, a very comfortable day. We'll have light winds and low humidity, so definitely another day to really bask in this kind of weather because it's not going to be here forever. As we look towards the beginning of next week, we have a little bit of a question involved on Monday morning. We'll have a fairly strong thunderstorm complex moving through Minnesota, and that's a fairly strong certain, but what is a little bit uncertain on whether or not it will be able to hold on to that steam as it comes further into our area. We could see some of those thunderstorms move into our area very early on in the morning, sometime around 9, 10 in the morning. More showers for areas north of I-90, but we could see some gustier winds and some heavier rainfall for areas south of I-90. Either way, if it does make it into our area, it's going to be moving very fast and it should already be out of the way by the afternoon, and then the second half of Monday should be pretty nice. Again, a slight chance of that happening. For now, it's trending like that complex would lose steam before it makes it into the area, but definitely something to be aware of because it is still a possibility. Otherwise, Monday's highs still another very comfortable day out there. The low 80s across the area, 82 in La Crosse, 79 in Eau Claire to start the week off. But then after that, we have a big change coming up. Here's our heat index highs for the next 5 days. Starting to feel that warm up coming for Tuesday. Your high heat index, or what the temperature is going to feel like, is going to be back into the 90s. And then Wednesday, it's really looking to be like the hottest one. The humidity will be back and it will be coming back strong. Much of the area feeling like we're back into the low hundreds. And those overnight lows are going to be fairly warm as well, staying close to, if not well above 70 degrees for multiple days in a row. That's usually how you can tell it's very warm paramount. We don't really get that chance to cool off at night, so then it's going to make it a little bit warmer during the day. So definitely take in the weather now because it is very ideal out there as far as summer conditions go.
Yeah, we're in a little bit of a lucky streak right now, but it's about to get right back to reality for us.
Unfortunately,
Not looking forward to that at all. All right, thank you, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, a look back at Milwaukee's 8th win in a row, plus action on the golf course as Drugans is hosting the 31st annual Western Wisconsin Open. Kate is in next with sports.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Soar into a new career at Eagle Crest Communities.
After high school, I joined Eagle Crest Communities. I did not know what I wanted to do for a career, and I really found a passion for working with our senior population. They care about me just as much as I care about them. Being able to be a part of their day is a really special thing for me, and it's given me a purpose in life.
Learn more at eaglecrestlife.org.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
We want every meal
to be filled with big bite moments.
Lick the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share. From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together
over delicious food. From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
There's a lot that goes on at the Y. You may know us as a great place to better your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being in a safe environment that nurtures growth and is that third place for our community to meet and connect. The many services and programs here at the Y strive to help our community access resources and address needs, navigate daily life and support each other through challenges, and educate all generations on making their lives and our community better. We can make that difference together.
With Kate Overton.
A lot of great golf this weekend, and I'm not talking about the Open Championship over in Northern Ireland. We've got the 31st annual Western Wisconsin Open taking place at Drugans Golf Club. Yesterday was the opening round, and today we had a couple of pros looking to cash in first place. So let's get to the action. Such a beautiful golf course they've got over there. A lot of pros in this one, but the leader after the first day was an amateur, Holman's Tyler Church. Here he is with a nice putt, just barely coming up short. He would tap that in for par. And we had Andrew Proctor. He entered the day a few strokes behind Church, just barely missing this birdie putt, but he would tap that one in shortly after. We had Andrew Steinhofer. He shot a 69 on day one, a very strong day two. He was leading the field at one point. And then Max Hosking, also near the top of the leaderboards halfway through the day. We're still waiting for final results from this one. I'll have a full update tonight at 10. Across the globe, it's round 3 of the Open Championship in Portrush, Northern Ireland. A major championship on the line, and it's the Northern Ireland native, Rory McIlroy, making a big day today. Here he is with a long birdie putt, gets it to drop. He was 5 under on the day, sitting tied for 4th place. But the big storyline from this one is the man in first, Scottie Scheffler, the best golfer in the world, going for his first ever win at the Open. He would shoot 4 under on the day. He'll take a 4-stroke lead going into the final round. The Brewers game didn't start until well after 9 p.m. last night, so in case you missed it, Quinn Priester was lights out. The 24-year-old had 6 innings pitched, just 3 hits allowed, and 10 strikeouts. Brewers are 9-0 in his last 9 starts. And for the offense, it was a 1-0 game in the 7th inning, but Caleb Durbin, the rookie, delivering a solo home run to dead center field. Brewers would pick up their 8th straight win of the season. So here's what we got tonight. An 8:10 p.m. start as Freddie Peralta takes the mound, looking for his league-leading 12th win of the season. He's been shut down so far this season with a 2.66 ERA. On the other side, the Dodgers have Emmett Sheehan on the mound, who's making just his 3rd start of the season. All of an update at 10, going for their 9th straight win. They might be the best team in baseball right now. They're hot.
Oh, yeah. I think you said it yesterday. I think it's like since the end of May, we've had the best record in the MLB.
May 25th, yes.
Yeah, so I'm really on the Brewers right now.
If they didn't have such a slow start to the year, who knows where they could be. They might have the best record in all of baseball, but you know, when you start a little slow, things take a little time.
The Cubs are really clinging on to that one-game lead right now, I believe it is.
One-game lead going into tonight, so who knows, if the Cubs lose tonight and the Brewers get a win, we'll be tied at the top.
Brewers have been getting some solid wins, though. The Dodgers are not a bad team, so love to see that for sure.
All right, we'll have another look at the weather after the break.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
We see you out there, making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like extra laundry detergent, 4 for $12. Rewards members get 4 for $11. $3 off assorted Diamond brand dog food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day delivery on pet orders of $49 or more. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
In the hunt, every detail matters. It's not just about the thrill, but a passion for the craft. And in the end, it's about the people you get to be with. At Overhead Door, it's about our team and those we get to serve. We can repair any garage door, but we only install the best. Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region since 1921.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No, and you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Well, the grilling forecast is looking beautiful tonight. If you still need supper plans, maybe get outside and start grilling up some dogs, some hot dogs, some burgers, because those temperatures are going to be pretty nice. And even tomorrow looking pretty nice, and Monday, but then after that we have much, much warmer weather on the way, and I'm really not looking forward to it.
Not at all.
Enjoy the rest of the weekend while we can.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tonight at 10.